Right now, one full day of former President Trump's hush money trial is in the books. We'll tell you about the progress made in jury selection.
Plus, Governor Tony Evers has vetoed a bill regarding nursing licensing, which broadly had bipartisan support. Find out why he vetoed it.
And we are tracking a large storm system producing showers and storms to our west. We'll track those storms into southern Wisconsin later today. Coming up.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Chris Stanford. We've had some really nice weather. It's been dry.
Yeah.
It's been really dry, but pretty nice.
Beautiful over the weekend. That trailed into yesterday, but story's going to change a little bit today. We've got some rain in the forecast. Kelly is here to tell us all about it. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we were talking about the beautiful weather that we had over the weekend, and that continued into yesterday. In fact, we got up to 75 in Madison yesterday, so unseasonably mild weather. Of course, this time of the year when you get real warm, way above average, usually that's out ahead of a storm system, and that's what we've got coming our way. It looks like coming into later today. Right now, the storm system taking shape over Nebraska. Really see this explosive shower and thunderstorm activity developing in Kansas this morning. A lot of energy coming northward. That's grabbing some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Not only some rain, but also the potential of seeing some strong to severe storms. That's why we do have the first warn alert day later this afternoon. Say about 4 o'clock for our southwestern counties, up until about 8 o'clock for our northeastern counties. The possibility of seeing some of these storms producing some large hail, some damaging winds. Can't rule out an isolated tornado. I think the best chance for a little bit of a spin up producing some of those tornadoes will come in out of Iowa. If anything, that would be southwestern Grant County. But the slight risk of severe weather, it does extend now toward Madison, Janesville, up through Richland Center. Lesser chances as you go to the north in that green shading. All right, right now it's 49 in Middleton, 46 in Madison. We're going to see temperatures continue to climb with that southerly wind, and those winds will pick up as the clouds start to thicken up. But dry weather through the early afternoon hours as we get toward 3, 4 o'clock. 5 o'clock, Boscobel, Mineral Point, down toward Darlington, headed toward Monroe. Toward the dinner hour here in Madison, you see some of these embedded areas of red. That would indicate some heavy rains, maybe even some hail, and also the potential of damaging winds. Now, still some showers expected overnight tonight, but I think the severe weather threat should be done with about 8, 9 o'clock. Otherwise, looking at clouds increasing this morning as temperatures get up close to 60 by the noon hour. Those east winds will be picking up at 15 to 25 as well. More on the severe weather potential and also some cooler weather coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. The first criminal trial of former President Donald Trump is still without a single juror selected after the first day. This is the scene of Trump entering the Manhattan courthouse for proceedings yesterday. The former president is accused of falsifying business records as part of an effort to prevent an alleged affair with former adult film star Stormy Daniels from making news before the 2016 election. Trump has denied both the affair and any wrongdoing. Jury selection was expected to be a difficult task, but prospective jurors were asked 42 questions, including if they've ever attended a Trump rally or if they followed the former president on social media. The former president will return to court today as jury selection continues.
To Wisconsin politics now, where elected officials are struggling to pass legislation even amid compromise over the details. The latest instance of this regards a bill which would have created an advanced practice nursing license. Our political reporter Will Keneally breaks it down.
I was rather optimistic that this time around we'd be able to find compromise.
Senator Patrick Tustin, one of the bill's authors, says Republicans and the governor are about 90% together on an APRN license. It would have allowed nurse practitioners to work on their own after working under doctor's supervision for 3 years.
The governor was at 4, and we made a compromise and moved it to 3 years. And the reason I would not move to 4 years is because there is no other state that has passed this legislation that has required 4 years training experience for APRNs.
That wasn't enough for the governor, who vetoed the bill earlier this month.
We asked for 3 things, and none of those happened. And so I want to sign this. I want to sign this in the worst way.
In addition to the number of years working under a doctor, some opponents of the bill had pushed for some pain management requirements and preventing new APRNs from using terms like physician.
I talked to folks about it afterwards, and we'll do whatever we can to get those 3 relatively minor things taken care of.
Tustin says the bill could make an impact on rural communities that see a shortage of healthcare workers.
And this is about empowering providers because nearly 1 million Wisconsinites live in a healthcare shortage area. And this is the way to help fill that void. And it's not meant to replace the role of doctors and physicians within the medical delivery team, but to provide more additional avenues for patients to gain access and see a provider.
Will Keneally reporting there. The legislature is done for their regular session, so the bill's unlikely to return to the floor until sometime next year.
Time is 6:04. April is Volunteer Appreciation Month. For some people, volunteering is more than just a service. At Interim Hospice Care here in Madison, volunteers work with people who may not have anyone else to care for them. For those patients, it's a time to get companionship, whether that be someone to play games with or just someone to talk to. Volunteers with the group are trained to work with hospice patients, and the reward is worth it for many.
It just feels really good each week to kind of set aside my own problems or thoughts for the week and just kind of focus all my attention on another person and just being there for them and making their day better. And
Interim Hospice has 22 trained volunteers that work with 13 different patients.
This week on News 3 Now this morning, we're giving away tickets to the Midwest Horse Fair. Every day this week, someone out there is going to win a 4-pack of tickets to the fair. It's at the Alliant Energy Center from the 19th to the 21st. It's a ticket packet valued at almost $600 to enter the giveaway for the 2024 Midwest Horse Fair. Just log on to channel3000.com/contest.
Governor Tony Evers has declared this week as Work Zone Awareness Week here in Wisconsin. As the weather is getting nicer, you'll likely notice more construction crews out on the roads. It's important to travel at speeds that will keep them safe and to pay extra attention when in construction zones. The Department of Transportation says speeding, tailgating, and distracted driving are listed as the most common factors in work zone accidents. According to WISC-TV, there were more than 2,100 crashes in work zones last year, resulting in 9 deaths and more than 700 injuries. The department reminds drivers that penalties for traffic violations within work zones are increased. Fines for speeding tickets are doubled, and colliding with a construction worker can result in fines in the thousands of dollars and up to 10 years in prison. Well, UW-Madison police are hoping to write fewer vehicle violation citations.
It's thanks to a new partnership allowing them to offer coupons for vehicle repairs. Here's how it works. When UWPD officers pull over a vehicle for an equipment violation, such as a burned out light bulb or a broken turn signal, officers can issue vouchers for vehicle repairs. It's part of the Lights On program with auto shops to replace traffic tickets with repair vouchers.
It's great for building partnerships, but also recognizing that our goal is not just to be out writing citations. Our goal is really to improve the safety of the community and do it in an equitable manner.
Another goal of the program is to further enhance police-community relationships. UW Health is harnessing the power of the sun with the largest solar canopy in the entire state.
The new project was unveiled at the new East Park Medical Center. Over 2,000 solar panels will power the facility from the top of a parking garage. The power generated by these panels has the same climate impact as growing over 1,000 acres of trees in a single year.
Achievements like this are inspiring to our staff, our providers, our patients, the communities that we serve.
The panels were supplied by SunPeak. It's a Madison-based commercial solar developer. East Park is scheduled to begin welcoming patients in late October and is located across from East Madison Hospital.
A new bill to ban TikTok could be up for a House vote this week. It's different than the one the chamber passed last month with strong bipartisan support. Sources say this time the ban is tucked into a set of 4 separate bills. These other bills address Democrats' foreign aid priorities. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he hopes to pass the bills this week.
That has some of the things with regard to the loan lease option and the Repo Act and some other sanctions on Iran and other measures that we've been talking about here for quite some time.
The Senate has yet to take up a different TikTok bill, which the House passed with strong bipartisan support last month. It would ban the platform from U.S. app stores unless it's spun off from its Chinese parent company. Supporters of that measure say TikTok is a national security risk. The app has about 170 million American users. Many are opposed to the ban.
You are voting against my small business. You are voting against me getting a slice of my American pie.
This is where entertainment happens. This is where the commentary and analysis of entertainment world happens. This is where education happens.
The House has the ability to combine the 4 bills after greenlighting them separately. That might be a tough sell with GOP hardliners in the chamber. Could make it easier, though, for the Senate to pass the package.
All right, we are tracking some showers and storms developing off to our west. We can count on some rough weather later today. Well, the first warn forecast coming up.
And coming up later, Caitlin Clark now in the WNBA, where she's headed and if she went #1.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Get a new 2024 Tundra Hybrid Capstone for 3.99% APR for 60 months, plus $2,500 cash back. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee, tea, wine, or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs.
One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first 5-minute application. Better yet, after a week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week, and I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night, and no problems.
Over 500,000 people have already seen incredible results. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call or go online to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. Plus, get free shipping.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
The Israel-Hamas war continues to be a hotly contested topic in America, with protests popping up at locations across the country, including this one. This was seen yesterday on the Golden Gate Bridge in California's Bay Area as protesters blocked traffic on the bridge. They are demanding a ceasefire in the Middle East. Over 30,000 civilians in the Gaza Strip have been killed so far since the violence began. Israel, though, may soon be fighting a war on 2 fronts. This comes after Iran launched drones and missiles towards Israel just 3 days ago. CBS's Jared Hill has the latest.
After world powers helped intercept Iran's fiery weekend attack on Israel, world leaders are urging restraint.
It's time to step back from the brink.
Israel's war cabinet favors retaliation after Iran launched more than 300 projectiles into the country, only 5 making it through Israel's air defense system, causing damage to a military base. We are weighing our steps, said the IDF chief. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken on Monday.
We have been coordinating a diplomatic response to seek to prevent escalation.
President Biden says the U.S. will continue to provide Israel with defensive support, but he raised concerns about escalating tensions in the region, already high because of the Israel-Hamas war.
We're committed to a ceasefire that will bring the hostages home and preventing conflict from spreading beyond what it already has.
Monday, crowds of pro-Palestinian protesters blocked San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, the Brooklyn Bridge in New York, and the Kennedy Expressway in Chicago, causing delays around O'Hare Airport, part of what organizers called an economic blockade for Free Palestine, a sign of ongoing pressure on the White House. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Iran says it launched the attack in retaliation for what it says was an Israeli drone strike on its embassy compound in April.
Time is 6:15. Kelly Slifka is outside with your first warn weather forecast. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Not a bad morning. It's relatively mild for this time of the morning. We actually do have a little bit of clearing, a little bit of sun coming up on the horizon, but that'll change later today as we are watching a storm system really wrapping up right now over Nebraska. The key is this warm front. This warm front right now that's over Iowa, Illinois. That's draped to the east of that area of low pressure. Now, that may be creeping just into southern Wisconsin. If you get in that warm sector, that's where we do have that potential of seeing some strong to severe storms develop. And right now it is forecast to just barely nudge into southern Wisconsin a little bit later on this afternoon. So that's why we do have the first warn alert day for that severe weather potential. All of southern Wisconsin, possible high winds and hail. Can't rule out an isolated tornado. I think that threat is mainly to the south of Wisconsin, but some of our southern counties will have to keep an eye on that. Later this afternoon, say after 4 o'clock, up until about 8 o'clock, that'll be the opportunity. So you see that bullseye right there. That's that brown shading. That's that enhanced risk of severe weather. That's the highest risk that we have on this map. So on a category of 1 to 5, that's category 3. The yellow is a slight risk of severe weather. That's category 2. That does extend up toward Madison, Richland Center, Viroqua, and then down toward Janesville. Lesser chances to the north. So the severe weather threat basically from Madison down to the south. However, all of us have a pretty good shot of seeing some beneficial rains later today, tonight. All of Wisconsin expecting maybe 1 to 3 inches of rain. Now, the severe weather threat will end after about 8, 9 o'clock, but the chances of rain will continue right through tomorrow morning before tapering off by tomorrow afternoon. Right now, we are looking at partly cloudy skies. 64 expected today. The average now is 57. The sun coming up this morning at 6:13. Partly sunny skies this morning. The clouds will thicken up toward the noon hour, but it should remain dry as temperatures climb into the lower to middle 60s already. Some of that warmer air tries to surge into southern Wisconsin, but then we start to see these storms come out of Iowa here at 4 o'clock. Prairie du Chien down toward Platteville, headed toward Boscobel, over toward Mineral Point. As we get toward the dinner hour here in Madison, possible seeing some of these stronger storms rolling through. Really heavy downpours expected with this. After 8 o'clock or so, the severe weather threat should have moved on to the east or dissipated, but we can still expect some scattered showers and maybe some isolated thunderstorms through the overnight period. All of us have a really good shot of seeing some beneficial rains. Some locations 2 to 3 inches of rain. Many locations at least 1 to 2 inches of rain when all is said and done. 46 right now in Madison, 45 in the Dells, 46 in Watertown, 50 already in Janesville. Across Dane County, we've got 45 in Sun Prairie and Cottage Grove. 48 already in Perry and Belleville. First warn forecast, the first warn alert day for that severe weather potential later this afternoon through the evening. Still a chance of showers tomorrow. Then we turn cooler. Another cold front will arrive Thursday, producing some showers, then cooler weather, but dry weather for Friday going into the weekend.
It truly is Caitlin Clark's world, and we're all just living in it. Every arena the Hawks played in sold out just to see her. Clark won about every award possible this season. She knows Jake from State Farm and recently was on Saturday Night Live. Well, to the surprise of no one, Clark was selected first overall in the WNBA draft by the Indiana Fever. But she wasn't the only Hawkeye selected. Kate Martin was also drafted by the Las Vegas Aces. Layla Edwards plays her best when the lights are the brightest. As a freshman, she helped lead Wisconsin to their 7th national championship. A year later, Edwards made history, becoming the first black woman to play in the Women's World Championships. But she wasn't done. Edwards helped lead the U.S. to a silver medal, scoring 6 goals and tallying 2 assists, a performance that earned her tournament MVP honors and a spot on the All-Star team. Jackson Aker is coming off his best season as a Badger. The Verona standout rushed for 322 yards while averaging 4.5 yards per carry. And after getting a taste of being the guy in the ReliaQuest Bowl, Aker is using this spring to build off that momentum he made in Tampa and to show Luke Fickell that he can be relied on to carry the rock.
Just been looking to build off that. Since then, I've became just a lot more comfortable, like I said, just with the flow of the game, being in those positions. So I'm able to slow the game down, it feels like, and becoming comfortable in those situations was one of the biggest things.
Meanwhile, TJ Bollers is entering the transfer portal. The former four-star outside linebacker made the switch to D-line late last season and was seeing reps with that unit in the spring. Bollers played in 15 games during his time as a Badger and will have 2 years of eligibility left. Brewers back home, opening up a 3-game series with the Padres. Things were going well for the crew until the 5th. Jackson Merrill bloops one into center to plate 2, part of a 6-run inning for San Diego. Brewers lose back-to-back games for the first time this season, 7-3, the final. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Still ahead, we are getting ready for this year's Day of the Badger.
And in our next half hour, find out which local supermarket chain is being sold to a publicly traded company.
And as we had to break this morning, we're taking a look at gas prices. We're back right after this.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copus and Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Colson treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here, it's a great place to work.
Make entertaining and enjoying your home extraordinary with the luxurious look of Pella. At Pella, we see windows differently with the highest energy efficient products and range of options that add long-lasting value to your home. From sleek design, custom colors, and long-lasting durability, getting the style and functionality you want has never been easier. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 36 months or no down payment, no interest, and no payments for up to 18 months. Visit PellaWI.com today.
This day and age, we spend way too much time scrolling. Instead, join us for some horseplay at the Midwest Horse Fair. Check out insane tricks, hundreds of horses, clinicians, amazing eats, and spectacular shopping. And entertainment like you've never seen, IRL. Sorry, ask your kids what IRL is.
It's the great Midwest Horse Fair.
Join us at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, April 19th through the 21st.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Gwen sent us a picture of a nice sunrise we wanted to share with everyone.
That's beautiful. Serene setting there, I would say.
Thanks for the pic, Gwen. Appreciate it. If you snapped a good one, we'd love to see it. Send it to us. It'll wind up on TV.
There we go.
Well, today we are talking about the Day of the Badger.
Woohoo, yeah. It's the big annual fundraiser for the Wisconsin Foundation and the Alumni Association. We got all this cool stuff here that we're going to be showing off throughout the morning. So kickoff starts 10:12 a.m. until 5 p.m. tomorrow. So you got plenty of time, 1,848 minutes to be exact, which is a nod to the anniversary of the university. And there's a ton of stuff going on the next couple days, Chris.
Yeah, so Bucky Badger is going to do a push-up challenge at 12:25 at Union South today. That's one of the big things going on. On the screen, you see the hashtag you're supposed to use, dayofthebadger.org. That's where you can go to donate. And you can, there are all these different programs that are going to be supported through this. And we're talking a lot of money here. Last year, they raised $1.6 million.
That is incredible. I mean, really something. You know, we've been talking with folks from the university. We're going to talk with them a little bit more coming up in the show. But, you know, there's programs, all sorts of programs that you can donate to, whatever you're interested in. Maybe it's something you took part in when you were back in undergrad, back in the day. So a lot of good to be done in the next 2 days for the university here in town.
And it's one of the things I love about living here is how generous the community is and what we choose to support, and this is a wonderful opportunity to do that. So dayofthebadger.org. Let them know you still care about them. All right, let's get to Kelly Slifka and look at what's going on in the weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, we are looking at some storms to develop. This will be later this afternoon, headed toward the evening hour. Some of these storms could be severe. We'll have more coming up.
We're watching News 3 Now this morning. We're back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Get ultimate protection and durability for your painting project with an 11% rebate at Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon is starting at $22.95 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus interior paint. Its Stain Shield technology protects your spaces with a performance you'd expect from luxury paint. A gallon of flat is $36.48 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We do the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value, A awesome value, L lots of value. You get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. During Chevy truck season, get 0.9% financing on all 2023 and 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or qualified lessees can get this Silverado for $499 a month.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
What's your lawn care plan for the summer? Having a Maple Leaf lawn care maintenance program means a better looking lawn and more free time for you. Check our website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Our students deserve better, and it's time for action.
Right now, what teachers and parents are asking the school district for to make classrooms a better place for students.
Plus, a shakeup in ownership at a local grocer, what that means for shoppers.
And looking outside this morning, sun's starting to come up here on your Tuesday, and we are tracking some rain for today, Kelly.
Yeah, red sky in the morning. Take warning, we do have some strong storms that will be developing later today. We'll track that for you coming out.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Shane Hogan. Yeah, we've been talking about the weather a lot the last few days. Some really nice weather, but it's been dry. So we're going to take a look here at the live DNR fire danger map. Take a look at this here. All of Wisconsin is under some kind of risk this morning. Dane, Columbia, Rock, Dodge, Jefferson counties are under a high risk. Other counties in our viewing area like Green Lake are under very high risk. Only 2 counties are under moderate risk. Those are more up north. So something to be aware of as we've been dealing with this dry weather.
I was checking with Kelly Slifkin now. Kelly, is this rain going to be beneficial to the dry conditions? I mean, sure it will be, but are we going to get a significant amount to really impact the fire danger?
Well, we have this ongoing drought, this long duration drought that goes back to last summer. So I don't think it will completely get rid of the drought, the severe drought that we have up there in Sauk County, but I think it will make a dent. And we've got widespread rain that'll be moving through the entire state. You can see this broad area of rain moving through Minnesota. A lot of that's lifting up to the north. That's not what we're going to be dealing with. Still the burst of energy, the main center of the storm system over there in Nebraska. That's what's going to be moving our way later today, and that'll bring us the rain and also some strong thunderstorms and also some heavy downpours expected to come through this evening. Do have a first warn alert day for later this afternoon, say after 4 o'clock till about 8 o'clock. That looks like the best chance of seeing some strong to maybe some severe storms rolling through. I think the main threat is going to be some strong damaging winds and also some large hail. Once again, as we get toward the rush hour, toward the dinner hour, that's when we'll have that threat for some of those stronger storms rolling through. We're on a slight risk of severe weather, basically Madison down toward Janesville up through Richland Center, this yellow shading, a little bit higher risk coming out of Iowa into parts of Grant County. That's an enhanced risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That's a category 3. So that's what we'll be watching later today through the evening. 46 in Madison, 49 in Middleton. It's going to be quiet this morning. Clouds will start to thicken up, but temperatures still warming into the low to mid 60s most areas. But as we get toward 3, 4 o'clock, some of those storms moving into Grant County, Mineral Point toward the rush hour, the dinner hour, headed toward Madison, toward that dinner hour, Monroe, also Janesville. You see some of those deep reds. That would indicate the possibility of not only heavy downpours, but also some hail and damaging winds. I think after 8 o'clock, the severe weather threat is over with, but we will still have some showers, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms later on tonight. 46 right now. The east winds will be picking up at about 15 to 25 miles per hour, so it's going to be a windy day as we'll see those clouds thicken up. More on the severe weather potential coming up.
All right, and as those storms roll through the state this morning, or later today, you can track it all with the free Channel 3000 First Warn weather app. If you don't have it, search for it wherever you get your apps.
Parents and teachers are upset with the state of education here in Wisconsin. At an MMSD board meeting last night, teachers and parents weighing in on the lack of support for Madison students.
One mother spoke about her son with special needs. She says that he's never had issues at MMSD until this year. According to her, his case manager is overwhelmed with the number of students he's been assigned.
When is special education going to become a priority? And when are we going to start putting more money into our schools to take care of the kids that are there right now? Kids like my son. I'm just here to be a voice for the kids and the parents that won't stand up. My kid is worth something, and so are the other kids that are there.
Speakers presented petitions signed by school staff members asking for the school board to allocate more funds to student-centered staff programs. More than 2,000 staff members across 47 of Madison's 52 schools signed those petitions with support from parents.
Low pay and the demand to be superhuman just to barely make things work is too much to ask of any professional.
Meantime, teachers are asking for a cost of living adjustment of 4.12%. It comes as the board is considering a 0% adjustment to cut costs for the next school year. Multiple teachers at the meeting last night blamed Act 10 for many of the issues they're facing now. Former Republican Governor Scott Walker passed Act 10 back in 2011. It cut teacher benefits and reduced their collective bargaining rights.
Low pay and that lack of ability to bargain have contributed to Wisconsin's teacher shortage. This morning, we're taking a look at first-year teacher retention rates over time. Take a look at this graph here. It tracks teacher retention from their first through 6 years. The green line you see shows teachers who stay in Wisconsin. Only 60% of teachers who start here stay in state. The blue line shows those who stay in the same district, and the purple line shows those who stay in the same school. News 3 Now spoke with one teacher who left the profession entirely about why she made that decision.
I found being a teacher in Wisconsin right now to just kind of be untenable for my own life and well-being. I wish I was still a teacher.
Maglio says if she would have gotten a raise, she would not have resigned. She believes the same is true for many other former teachers here in Wisconsin.
Ahead of last night's meeting, educators sat outside the Doyle building. They rallied against increasing class sizes. The ideal size set by MMSD's board is 25 students. A lot of teachers, though, said that they teach classes with more than 30 kids. And while some blame the district, others say the problem is bigger.
It's not our district's fault, it's the state, quite honestly, in terms of their dereliction of duty of adequately funding our schools. But what happens is the more you starve a district, the more people will fight amongst themselves for the table scraps, as opposed to talking about how we were going to work together and do everything possible to lift up our kids in our community.
To address the problem, State Superintendent Jill Underly is calling on the legislature to invest more in the education system.
6:36 this morning, Madison police are looking for a group who attacked a man outside the East Washington McDonald's around 5 p.m. on Sunday. While inside, he saw someone trying to take his bike and ran after them. Unable to catch the thief, the victim returned to the McDonald's parking lot. That's where a group of people attacked him. The victim says one of the attackers claimed to have had a gun. Now, anyone with information about this incident should call the Crime Stoppers. That number is on your screen here, 608-266-6014. You can also submit a tip to p3tips.com.
In more local news this morning, a big shakeup is coming to Metcalf's Market. Michigan-based grocery retailer Spartan Nash is acquiring a 3-store grocery chain. News 3 Now spoke with the co-owner of Metcalf's about how that change will affect you.
After more than 100 years being Wisconsin-owned, Metcalf's will be sold to Michigan-based company Spartan Nash this spring. So what does that mean for you, the shopper?
We're going to have our vision and our focus on growth.
Tim Metcalf's great-grandparents built their first grocery store in a suburb of Milwaukee in 1917. Even though ownership is now changing hands, he sees it as a way to give more Wisconsinites access to local foods.
And we have people come from all over the state to come to Metcalf's, and hopefully now this gives us an opportunity to, have a Metcalf's come closer to you.
Tim says customers will still see him and his brother Kevin around the front end of all their stores in West Madison, Hilldale, and Wauwatosa, along with all their employees.
Their jobs stay the same, the pay stay the same, and hopefully our opportunities expand.
We just see a longtime grocer that's well-known in the upper Midwest who's going to be partnering with a well-known family of grocers in Dane County.
Michael Semin is the head of the Wisconsin Grocers Association.
Independent grocers have been the backbone of the state and their communities for a long time. And really, with independents, competition is good for the customer, is good for the community, and they thrive in a very competitive environment.
He says small businesses across the state are all thinking about their situation right now.
They want to be able to take care of their communities, and that these types of situations are being thought of by small business owners every day of the week.
According to Metcalf, the sale is not due to financial concerns.
I'm really excited for both of us as we look toward the future.
The sale is expected to be completed this spring. Reporting in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
6:38 now. College basketball's scoring queen is now a pro. Caitlin Clark's headed to Indianapolis. The Fever drafted her with the #1 overall pick in last night's WNBA draft. According to the league's collective bargaining agreement, Clark will make about $80,000 a year in her first 4 seasons. It's estimated her endorsements, including Nike, Gatorade, and State Farm, are worth over $3 million.
You know, I'm really excited to see how she elevates the WNBA, the way she elevated college basketball. It's going to be really fun. All eyes on the league now. It's got a lot of momentum, and Caitlin Clark is a big reason why.
Yeah, the shift is going to come in fans in the seats, right, and viewership at home. And if they can drive those numbers up, and if she can do that, I mean, man, the WNBA has got a bright future ahead of it.
Congratulations.
Hey, a reminder for you this morning.
Yeah, this week here on News 3 Now this morning, we are giving away tickets to the Midwest Horse Fair. Every day this week, someone out there will win a 4-pack of tickets to the fair. It's at the Alliant Energy Center this year from the 19th to the 21st. The ticket package is valued at almost $600. To enter the giveaway, just go over to channel3000.com/contests.
Coming up after the break, it's Day of the Badger.
Yeah, we're going to show you how you can get involved to support the university when we come back.
All right, it is quiet this morning, but we are tracking a large storm system just off to our west that'll be moving in later today with the severe weather potential. We'll have more coming up.
When you donate furniture, cabinets, and appliances to Habitat Restore, you make an impact on neighbors in your community. Profits generated from Restore sales help provide safe and secure housing for hardworking families across Dane County. Donate to make a difference today.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a major league sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Did you know there's a detergent that gets your dishes up to 100% clean, even in an older dishwasher? Switch to Cascade Platinum Plus. Designed with leading manufacturers, it delivers sparkling clean dishes in any machine. Just scrape, load, and you're done. Packed with double the Dawn, Cascade Platinum Plus removes up to 100% of grease and food residue, delivering sparkling clean dishes on the toughest jobs. For the highest standard of clean, even in older dishwashers, switch to Cascade Platinum Plus.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
We are following those stories very closely with team coverage.
When breaking news happens,
we continue to follow a tense situation in Janesville.
Trust News 3 Now to alert you.
Lock your doors, stay inside. The Dane County Sheriff's Office looking for a pair of people, a man and woman who they say are armed.
To keep you informed.
The scene is still very active here on Highway 51.
And to help you stay safe. Your trusted source for breaking news and continuous coverage. News 3 Now. Moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Welcome back. Today is the day of the Badger. Bucky's already outside getting excited. And the Wisconsin Foundation and Alumni Association is looking for your support today.
Director of Annual Giving, Betsy Popelka-Masnick, is here to tell us all about it. Welcome back to the program.
Morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for waking up early with us.
Absolutely.
You're able to raise a lot of money in a short amount of time. Talk about some of the money you raised last year and what this is all about.
Absolutely. So last year we raised over $1.6 million, but what I think is even more important is that we brought together the Badger community to really further the university. So over 4,600 people made a gift last year, and we're looking to increase that this year. Everyone can get involved at dayofthebadger.org, and there are over 150 places you can direct your gift.
Yeah, so we're talking about some of the places where this money can go directly, immediately impacting different spots on campus and throughout the college. So can you talk a little bit about, where that money goes and how students are feeling that impact immediately?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can support student scholarships, things like the Emergency Student Support Fund. You can also support your school or college if you're an alum or any other place you care about. It's not just for alumni, it's for the full Badger community, and we include the entire community in that.
Talk about some of the events. I mean, we have a Bucky Badger push-up challenge. Tell us all about that.
We do, yeah. That'll be at Union South today from noon to 1. So for every gift that comes in, for every 10 gifts, that come in, Bucky will do 1 push-up. So we really want to encourage people to give during that period so we can make Bucky do as many push-ups as possible.
I hope he's been training.
Yeah, I hope he's prepared for that. We've been talking throughout the morning how, generous our community is, how people want to support our institutions here in town and really across the viewing area, and the university is kind of the hallmark of that.
Sure
and
is.
How can people express that gratitude towards the university?
Absolutely. So you can make a gift at dayofthebadger.org. You can also share on social using the hashtag #DayOfTheBadger. We'd love for everyone to get involved, to share with their community, and really just celebrate the excitement and the pride we have in our university.
You sent over a nice little swag box, including a little
desktop
cornhole
bags,
or bags game.
Yes.
This is so fun to get everybody excited about such the annual giving that we do here for Day of the Badger. So what I did this last half hour, Shane, you want to do it this time around?
Right.
Betsy, you're up. You can start since you made them both last time.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna go backhand. Oh, it's a little slick. The board's a little slick.
Oh, you got one.
All right. A lot of fun here. I love this. Little desktop bags. It's pretty cool.
All right, so Betsy, everything starts this morning. Tell us what the window here of opportunity is for the folks at home.
Yes, it starts at 10:12 a.m. and it goes until tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 p.m. So it's 1,848 minutes.
No excuses.
A nod to the university's founding date.
Absolutely.
Founding year.
And this is our 175th year, which we're so excited about.
175 years. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
175 years at the UW.
It's a long time.
Betsy, thank you so much.
Thanks, Betsy.
Thank you.
Dayofthebadger.org today, starting this morning, 10:21. All right, let's get out to our UW alum, Kelly Slifka, on the patio. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, 1992, that's right. Graduation then. All right, we are looking at beautiful weather this morning with mild temperatures, but things are really going to be changing a little bit later today. We're watching a storm system wrapping up right now. It's over Nebraska. This is going to be fueling some showers and storms across Iowa. I think we got plenty of time. Probably not until 3, 4 o'clock. Some of these storms headed toward southwestern Wisconsin, toward Grant County, Platteville, Prairie du Chien, as we get toward 3, 4 o'clock. I think the Madison area, as we get toward rush hour, the dinner hour, that's when we'll have some of these storms rolling through. Can't rule out not only heavy downpours, but also the possibility of seeing a little bit of hail and also some strong winds with some of these storms as they roll on through. I think the severe weather threat will be over with by 8, 9 o'clock, let's say, and then we can still expect some showers. As you can see, this area of low pressure just spinning right into northern parts of the state. That'll keep our rain chances going through tomorrow morning. But the severe weather threat will be mainly later this afternoon up until about 8, 9 o'clock. So that's the time frame where keep an eye to the sky. Make sure you have the latest forecast available, because that's when we do have the possibility of seeing some high winds and also some hail. And I think that's the main threat, hail and also some wind. Tornado threat's pretty minimal. And if there is a possibility of a tornado, it looks like that'll be down to the south, especially in Iowa. But some of that possibility would reach into extreme extreme southwestern Wisconsin, let's say into parts of Grant County. You see that bullseye right there? That's that brown shading. That's that enhanced risk of severe weather. That's where they will likely see some tornadoes, especially down there in southern Iowa, maybe into western Illinois. But that enhanced risk of severe weather does extend into extreme southwestern Grant County. The slight risk of severe weather, the yellow shading extends from Richland Center toward Madison down toward Janesville and down toward the south and east into Illinois. So the rain chances this morning pretty minimal, even into the early afternoon. Now it really won't ramp up until after 4, 5, 6 o'clock into the evening. Still some shower chances overnight tonight, but the severe weather threat is over with, and the rain chances should diminish by tomorrow afternoon. Right now we do have partly cloudy skies, expecting that high up to 64, well above our average of 57. Watch on our future track. Those clouds will continue to thicken up. The rain chances start to develop as we get toward 3, 4 o'clock for western counties. You can see for Prairie du Chien, Boscobel, Platteville, seeing some of that rain moving in. I think toward the dinner hour, Madison, up through the Dells, over toward Janesville. Then eventually that'll move on toward Juneau and Watertown after the dinner hour. I think the severe weather threat should be over with before 9 o'clock. But still some showers expected overnight tonight right into tomorrow morning. The good news is we still have that high fire danger for many areas in Wisconsin. Looks like we do have some beneficial rains across the entire state, and especially those areas that still have that severe weather, severe drought up there in parts of Sauk County, maybe 1 to as much as 3 inches. 46 right now in Madison, 50 in Janesville. It's already 53 in Boscobel. Some of this warmer air is trying to surge into southern Wisconsin out ahead of that storm system. 46 right now in Oregon, Stoughton, 45 currently in Sun Prairie. All right, the first warning alert day for that severe weather potential, once again, after 4 o'clock up until about 8 o'clock or so here in southern areas of the state. So some showers expected mainly tomorrow morning. Another front will approach us on Thursday. That'll bring us some showers and then some cooler, but also some drier weather by Friday into the weekend.
All right, Kelly, sounds good. Thank you very much. Coming up, we've got the morning sprint, all of today's top headlines.
If you have a little kid turning 3 soon, send us a picture. We'll help them celebrate by showing it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Shop family-owned Brothers Maine for our large selection, low-price deals, and free delivery on top brands like Cafe, Hotpoint, and GE Appliances. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases. And feel like family at Brothers Maine.
I think when people come into the gym, they're often coming sometimes to change a certain aspect of themselves, to feel good enough, skinny enough, muscular enough, whatever enough. But you are enough. You are worthy of showing up for yourself. And it does start from a place of self-love. And having the people here in the community makes it so much easier. Again, it takes courage to even tell yourself that you're worthy and then to walk through these doors. So join me. Be courageous. Make those daily decisions for a better tomorrow. Start with courage. Let's go.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 25% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today.
Patio enclosures.
You take pride in your lawn. That's why Blaine's Farm and Fleet has everything you need to help it reach its full potential. Stay ahead of crabgrass with the State Crabgrass Preventer Plus Lawn Fertilizer for strong, healthy turf. Scott's Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer protects your lawn from crabgrass and other invasive weeds. Plus, get thick green grass with Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action. It kills crabgrass and other tough weeds while feeding your lawn for up to 4 months. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Discover the joy of giving back with Habitat for Humanity and Habitat Restore of Dane County.
I love the cause. I love the people. I love helping the customer with their home projects.
It's a lot of fun. I've made lasting friendships, and you get a sense of accomplishment.
Help build a brighter future. Volunteer today.
This home-style chicken salad wrap from Subway, this is how you do it. Savory chicken, crisp veggies, all wrapped up.
These wraps are amazing.
People can hear my thoughts. That's a problem. Stay fresh out there with all new wraps from Subway.
It's the great Midwest horse fair.
6:53 time for the morning sprint.
In Manhattan, Donald Trump will be back in court today. Jury selection resumes for his criminal hush money trial. Donald Trump is facing 34 counts of falsifying records. Prosecutors say he paid off an adult film star he had an affair with before the 2016 election. Trump has pleaded not guilty.
Madison police are looking for a group who attacked a man outside the East Washington McDonald's. It happened around 5 p.m. Sunday. The victim told police that he saw someone trying to take his bike and ran after them. Unable to catch the thief, he came back to the McDonald's where a group of people beat him up. The victim says one of the attackers claimed to have a gun.
After 15 years, Metcalf's Market will no longer be Wisconsin-owned. A Michigan-based grocery retailer is purchasing the grocer. Pay will stay the same for employees. The owners say the change will give more Wisconsinites access to local foods.
The House will take up a new bill addressing TikTok. It would ban the platform from U.S. app stores unless spun off from its Chinese parent company. The new bill, though, would hold some appeal for Democrats as it's part of a larger package of bills that includes foreign aid.
Americans are saving less these days. New government data shows Americans' personal saving rate fell to 3.6% in February. That's the lowest level in more than a year. Reasons include pandemic-related stimulus and a lack of spending during shutdowns. The strong job market also gave people more money to shell out, resulting in what some economists call a structurally lower saving rate.
A new study out this week shows pregnancy complications could be linked to an increased risk of early death. That could be true even decades after a woman gives birth. Researchers used data of more than 2 million women between 1973 and 2015. The study's authors say that pregnancy complication can lead to small changes over time that can end up causing health problems.
More young people are getting procedures to prevent having children. A study from the University of Pittsburgh and Boston University found the 2022 Supreme Court Dobbs decision to overturn Roe v. Wade led to a rise in sterilization procedures among people ages 18 to 30. The increase was twice as large for women as opposed to men.
All right, good morning, meteorologist Kelly Slifka, as we're headed up towards 7 o'clock. A pretty nice start to our morning. We will look at a little bit more cloud cover as the afternoon wears on. Between 3 and 4 o'clock, we are looking at some showers and storms to roll into southwestern Wisconsin toward the Madison hour as we get toward the dinner hour. And some of these storms may produce some large hail and some damaging winds before starting to dissipate later on today. It's going to be windy as well. East winds up there at 15 to 25.
All right, Kelly, thank you. We're back with another news and weather update in 30 minutes.